Okay, good day class. So our topic today is about machine learning. Okay, and this topic is divided into different parts. Because we will be tackling about different approaches in machine learning. Okay, so machine learning is making a computer learn from studying data and statistics. Machine learning is a step into the direction of artificial intelligence. So as I've told you before, machine learning is like a subdomain of a artificial intelligence. So artificial intelligence um, approaches make it possible, no? Kung baga posible ang artificial intelligence class because of machine learning and other domain, no, like NLP and others. So machine learning is a program that analyzes data and learns to predict the outcome. So amo na siya ang machine learning. So naga-analyze siya sa program or sa data, and then naga-learn siya how to predict the outcome. Okay? So, to start, so we will go back, no, to the mathematics and study statistics and how to calculate important numbers based on the data sets. We will also learn how to use various Python modules to get the answer we need. So, and we will learn how to make functions that are able to predict the outcome based on what we have learned. So, as I've said, we have different libraries in Python which we will be using together with Python to analyze data. So, dataset. Dataset in mind of the computer, a dataset is any collection of data. So, it can be anything from an array to a complete database. Example of this array is this, no? So, um, I will have a I will be sending you a copy of the recording about the NumPy and Pandas and other library as well. So I will be recording also for those library for you to study ahead, no? Because you need to understand the basic of those libraries for you to be able to understand or to understand, no, the algorithm and the code or the syntax. And of course, this is an example of the database. So this is an example of the array. So in NumPy, we learned that there are several dimensions of array, like one-dimensional, 2D, 3D, and multiple dimensional array or an array. So this is an example of database. So by looking at the array, we can guess that the average value is probably around 80 to 90. So, kung lantawon naton ang average value is sa dire is around 80 to 90. And we are also able to determine the highest value and the lowest value. But what else can we do, no? So in our previous lesson, we have tried to calculate the minimum, maximum, the average, the standard deviation, the mean. Okay? So, amo na siya class, no? Ang mga techniques or ang mga basic statistics that we have to learn. That you have learned the basic of it already. So ano pa ang manid naton nga ma-learn? So, and by looking at the database also, we can see that the most popular color is white. So we'll check, no? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, that's correct, no? Actually, if you're using an Excel, so you can choose, like, you can count the number, no? And the oldest car is 17 years old. Okay, yes, correct. And, but if we could predict if a car had an auto pass just by looking at the other values, So, kaya ayan, auto pass. Yes, no? So, that is the machine learning is for. So, analyzing and predicting the outcomes. So, sa diin ang makapredict ta ay no, kundi diri ang auto pass, no? So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, no? So, may ara siya nga pattern, no? So, ano siya class? We have to observe our data, so mahapos na man lang siya class kung gamay data naton kay kaya naton na pamata lang, no? So, just by looking at it. But if we have a huge data, then it will be difficult for us to just guess or to just get the data or analyze the data by looking at it directly, no, on the data itself. So that's why we need a algorithm or a prediction, no, to predict the outcome. Okay? So, by looking at this, wala ga siya relationship, no? So, maghambal siya nga, yes, okay, color blue, no? So, ano ang cases nga nagano siya, gray and white? Hindi, no? Hindi siya na directly, no? No, wala. There is no relationship, no? Well, because I'm trying to check if there is a relationship, no? Kung change ang color ba. Kung gray na gano, no, hindi man. Not necessarily. Okay? So, in machine learning, it is common to work with a very large data sets. So, in this lesson, we'll try to make it easy as possible to understand the different concept of machine learning, and we will work on small, easy understand data set. Okay, wala kita nagamit class ang complex example because I know it will be difficult for you, no, to understand, and as well me, no, it will be difficult also for me to explain. Okay, so data type. So in our previous lesson, in preparing the data, we understand that there are different types there are data types, no, different types of data types. So to analyze data, it is important to know, of course, what is the data type, no, or to analyze our data, it is important to know what data type are we dealing with. So, kinahanglan mabalaan class kung ano ba na siya klase ka data type, no, ang atong data sets. So, we had a lesson last time about the data types as well. So, we just have to review, no? So, three main categories. We have numerical, categorical, and ordinal. Numerical data class are numbers. So, na-divide ini siya into two numerical categories. The discrete data. Ang discrete data class, amo ni siya ang the whole number, no? Wala siya sang point or decimal. So, this discrete data is the number that are limited to the integer. The example is car passing by. So, naghambal ako last time nga examples ng discrete data is like a person, nga ang person hindi na siya pwede may waki. Okay? If you are counting a person, so hindi pwede nga 1.5, no? Kami tunga. So, that is discrete data. So, continuous data is may ara naman siya nga decimal point. So, infinite, it has an infinite value, no? Like, for example, the price of an item or the size of an item. So, and the next category is the categorical data, no? Are values that cannot be measured against each other. So, daw text lang gid siya, or daw it's a kind of word that is that cannot be measured up against each other, hindi pwede ma-compare. So, ang ordinal data naman is also like a categorical data, but it can be measured up each other. Like, for example, the school grade, where A is better than B, and so on. No? And also, ordinal data are commonly used sa mga survey, like, for example, good, better, best, no? Like, often, moderate. So, those kind of data are ordinal data because it has it can be measured up against each other. So, by knowing the data of the data type of your data source, you will be able to know what technique to use when analyzing them.